Welcome back to The Betrayed. I'm Gina Beck.
This is Drew Williams.
Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate y'all. It really means a lot, especially the reviews on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you guys again. All the birthday wishes and everything was awesome to see, so thank you guys.
How are you?
I'm doing really good. It's been up and down with the everything that's going on, but I'm doing good. I'm not dead. I don't think I'm infected. How are you?
You don't think? I'm good. I don't think I'm infected either. I think I don't know. I got sick a little bit, like towards like the beginning of this month, but it passed and I don't know. I'm feeling fine. I think it was just like a common cold, it just came and went. If I do have a corona, then I don't know, stay away, I guess. But leading into this podcast, this is just a casual cast. We're just going to talk about my experience with RV5, Only Use Me Blade, Captain Content, Chicken Andy, Toe Andy, Shooter. I don't think I'm missing anybody. I'm pretty sure that was the whole crew. They were over at the house. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit and how much fun we had. It was pretty fun. They called the house the ranch. I'm pretty sure, because I've been seeing the name Ram Ranch in quite a few comments, but that had nothing to do with my house. So I think there's multiple meanings to it with the community. But if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're really confused, there's a bunch of IRL live streamers on YouTube, and they just live stream everything they do, and mostly towards the nighttime with the nightlife. Some of them do during the day. They do things called fire sales, and they take shots. They have a bunch of supporters that support them and watch them and even give them money. So I was watching them. Jenna and I have been watching them for some time, and they said that they were in Seattle, and I started watching. So I hit them up and I said, hey, I'm in Tri-Cities, Washington. If you ever are in the area, come by. I'd love to hang out with you guys, because they've given so much entertainment, and they seem like a fun group of guys to hang out with. I knew that they would get along with my boyfriend and Frank, and he was like, yeah, what's your address? We're on our way. And I was like, okay, here you go. Let's do it. Let's have fun. And they came by, and that was the first time I think I drank in so long. I haven't drank in a long time. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot went on. What did you get?
I was gonna say, I think I was gonna try and describe it more to people. So IRL, for the people that don't get it, because we do have older people, it does stand for in real life. For people my age, I would call it road rules with no rules and way more booze. It's it's the most real reality TV show probably out. I mean, it is 100%. I mean, I know people are going to bring up there's a couple times where they got caught pouring drinks out or something like that, but those guys are them. That's who they are. I think personally, Blade, I think, is a lot nicer guy than he comes off in the IRLs. But I didn't spend any time with him. But I thought it was hilarious the entire time. They are nothing but entertainment. There's definitely periods where you're like, okay, this is a little bit boring, but that's no different than a TV series. I mean,
hanging out with them, even just off the camera, they were the same, but Blade, he is generous, and he got me a battery pack when he went and got Chicken Andy new AirPods. And I thought that was really dope. He didn't have to do that, and he, I guess, asked the chat, what's something I could get Gina, and they said a battery pack. I needed one. So that was cool. Thank you to the chat, and thank you, Blade, again. Yeah, I had a good time. That was the first time I've drank in a long time. I let loose. We cracked jokes. We cracked a lot of jokes actually. And
I was gonna say some of the comments when it first started, because everything happened very fast, and she's just like, Drew, you're gonna mod for this, and I'm like, holy crap. And it just moved super quick, and it's the internet, and the internet is filled with trolls, and they came with brutal comments right from the beginning, and G just like a fucking kung fu warrior, just fucking dunk, 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 just rolled with him. Just
because you just gotta accept it and like roll with the punches, just like how you're explaining. You know, you just gotta accept it because that's how it is. And either you can't try to change them; they're gonna change on their own time when they get to know you. I feel like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And when they start to get to know the person, I think that's when you start creating people that actually like you, and then the people that actually don't like you, and they'll continue to do stuff like that. But it's better to laugh at things rather than take everything so seriously. Everybody gets really offensive about stuff. I just like to laugh, but a lot of things. Sometimes it even pisses people off at the things that I laugh at.
Did you have like a specific moment of, because they were there like 3 days, 3 days?
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3 days. Do you have like a specific moment that you like liked the most, or is it just kind of like the whole experience type thing?
I think the whole experience was pretty fun, except for I could pick 2 things out that I like the most. Probably riding quads with Captain Chicken Andy in tow, Andy, and seeing Chicken ride up the mountain because I can't even do that. And I was scared for him. And it was his first time getting on a quad, he had said. And then he just goes right up the mountain. I was like, oh man. But he did it. He killed it. Good job. Nobody can talk shit on Chicken. He is a beast for that. And then another time, Blade and we stayed up till like 9:30 a.m. watching some shows, smoking some weed, and I hadn't laughed that much in a long time. Those shows were legitimately hilarious, and I even watched after he left more because like it was hilarious. And then he had stories that I hadn't heard before, like when he goes live or does his fire sales, and you know, it was just like different when he's smoking weed than drunk. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Almost everyone is. They're different. I have one more question. Is there any
For sure.
experience that you did not like?
Yes. So I was chilling in my bedroom because I can't keep up with these guys. I don't know who can keep up with these guys. If you think that you can keep up with Blade, please,
I got a buddy
hit
I
him up,
think they could. I got my buddy Jake.
put them together, and let's see then, because I think that would be 1, entertainment, and 2, I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
make
mean,
Jake
what
listen
I
to this.
mean by keep up is spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks on the RV with Blade. I mean by that, like keep up that way. Not
That's
just
true.
by
I mean,
drinking in one night. Not that. I mean spend like 3 weeks on the RV and
I
do everything he does.
think my buddy Jake could do it. I really
All right,
do.
let's see it. Let's see it.
Jake, you hear it. There's your calling right there. So,
Let's get past this Corona shit. RV6.
so this is something.
Send in your application.
This is actually this helps. So I've watched a ton of it since you got me in. There's times that you weren't watching and I was watching because I got started getting addicted to it. Me and Sway actually. But
Yeah.
how explain how does it start? Because they're on RV. This is the it just ended RV5. How does the season start and how does the season end?
All right. Well, let me answer the last question real quick. Something that I didn't like, right? Okay, so I was sleeping. I don't think I finished that story. I was sleeping in my room, and I had woken up to him smashing Captain Content's guitar on my porch railing. Which, like, I get it. If you get a dono to do something, you can't scam the chat. You can't scam the dono. You have to do it right. I get it. And then it's content. Cool. But like 2 feet away, on the other side of the railing, there were rocks. And he didn't have to do that on my railing. But Blade, thank you. He paid me for it. You are a real one for that. I appreciate it. But I think that was the only thing where I didn't like, I woke up to it and I didn't get to at least lead him to a rock or something or like tell him, maybe don't do it because it's Captain's guitar. But he would have done it either way. At least he should have done it on the rock. I think that's the only thing where it was kind of a downfall because I was just like, shit, my railing. But then later on, he paid for it, so it's no big deal. So your next question is, how did RV5 end? Is that
yeah. How does it start, and then explain how it ended first, and then tell me how they start again.
Well, from what I gather from watching, the person that like puts a lot of this together is Blade and Casey. Casey's YouTube name is Casey Content God, I'm pretty sure. I'll put links in the description if you want to watch them. But they put this together. They find characters, which is people that live stream, and put them on the RV together. It could be, I'm pretty sure they have to be live streamers. I don't know if they put anybody on there that's not, unless they're like a driver or they clean or a mechanic, I'm pretty sure. That's how it starts, really. And then how it ends is, I guess, whenever they decide. They just, how this one ended, because I've only started watching RV5. I've never watched the other ones. How this one ended, Chicken Andy went home towards the end of the trip. He was just ready to go home. Toe was home. Shooter got off the RV when they got to California and blew him up with Casey. And I think they're going to Vegas. So they just went to where they started, which was in California, and just got off the RV and said, we're done. But the last people standing was Blade and Shooter.
It's actually not surprising. I mean, it's usually who's always, if they are live, pretty much. I mean, Shooter's pretty much the one that's always actually there and coherent.
Speaking of...
Oh, they live right now?
Blade is live right now. So that's funny that we're talking about it. Yeah, I just think it was a good time. And if you have the chance to like hang out with them, I guess, or go to a bar with them, get them a couple drinks and just, hang out, you should. They are a good time. I'm pretty sure when you show up, because you know where someone is, it's called a sniper. I'm learning all of this. There's names for different things. And yeah, so.
Is that what those guys did, the ones that showed up that were like from a bar or something like that? The two guys? They gave them weed too. One of the guys showed up. And I just remember that, watching that live.
I'm not sure. They have people though that do show up, which they call a sniper, because they see the live and they find out where they are and they go there. I'm pretty sure that's called a sniper. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And then they also have people that will pay them to like come hang out with them. Even like they had a guy pay, like give them $500 to come to, I think it was Elkhart. Is that what it's called? Elkhart, California?
No, I haven't heard of that. I didn't see that one. And there's so many random towns. It might be one of those NorCal towns. There's so many of them up there.
I might be butchering the name. I'm not sure, but it's like, it sounds like something like that. And he paid him $500 and was like, come here. So they changed up their route, went straight to him. And then he paid him another, I think, $500, and then gave Shooter a couple hundred, I think. And then gave him a bunch of weed, like you're talking about. But a bunch of people give him like stuff on the road,
No, these are two people that showed up at your house. They showed up at
the ones at my house. That was Cult of Walla Walla or Walla Walla Cult.
Yeah, I couldn't remember their names. I just remember they were pretty cool. They were chill.
Oh, you want to talk about that for a second? Let's tell this story. So, Captain Content, he leaves my house and goes to some bar. I'm pretty sure it's called Joker's. And he got, I guess, catfished by these guys. They pretended to be a girl, or they really had a girl who just like talked to him, but she didn't come with him. It's just them who showed up or whatever. But either way, they catfished him. So he shows up, and then he meets up with the guys and they're hanging out. Well, that's when Captain started to hear about the guitar. So Captain drove back with them, and yeah, they had weed and or blunts or whatever. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like on the road.
No. I could have phrased it better. That was my fault. But no, I didn't. I wasn't sure if that's how they showed up or not. I didn't realize they catfished their way over there, which is pretty creative.
Catfished, and they were snipers because they have their own live stream, and they came in live streaming, and I think their name is like the Walla Walla Cult or Cult of Walla Walla.
Good for them. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you got to do, people come up with creative ways to meet who they want to meet, you know?
That whole 3 days is crazy, but it's cool. I'm glad you got to experience it too. So.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be hanging out soon after all this Corona stuff passes. I'll be going with Jenna, and we'll be meeting up with them, and so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to our YouTubes. They'll be in the link in the description. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening, commenting, and subscribing. Till next time, Banana Cats.
Much love. Peace.